Hello, for those who don't know who I am, my name is Stephen Lee. I'm the founder of sermonaudio.com, and I would like to take a few moments to put in my endorsement for the global prayer for revival. It's October 3rd and 4th, 2023, and it's this coordinated effort to gather God's people around the world, across denominational lines, to seek God for an outpouring of His Spirit. And I don't know what the Lord is doing, but there's a lot going on in this world that gives cause for any believer to be grieved. We are seeing the disintegration of the moral fabric of our Western societies. We are seeing a wholesale rejection of God, of His Word, of His created order. It's becoming blatant. It's becoming vicious. And what are Christians to do in the face of such opposition? The Bible teaches us that when the enemy comes in like a flood, and it is coming in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord will raise up a standard against him. And what we're praying for, friends, we're praying for an outpouring of that Spirit of God, because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. I believe that too often the knee-jerk reaction of Christians is to try to do something physically to solve a problem that is clearly rooted spiritually. We want to elect the right officials, which is fine. We want to elect the right president, which is fine. We want to enact laws, which is fine. But none of these things will change the root problem, which is the heart of man, out of which is the cesspool of wickedness and uncleanness. And so the weapons that we must fight with are spiritual, but they are also mighty through God to the pulling down of these strongholds. And so that's what this global prayer for revival is all about. It is a call for Christians everywhere to seek God for that revival. Now, we put out a book some years ago called A Case for United Prayer. And in this book, we have a section that deals with Jonathan Edwards' own attempt to gather God's people together to pray for revival. In fact, the title of his booklet was called An Humble Attempt. An humble attempt to promote explicit agreement and visible union of God's people in extraordinary prayer for the revival of religion and advancement of Christ's kingdom on earth. So we are doing nothing more than following in the footsteps of Jonathan Edwards 270 plus years ago, where he wrote this humble attempt. And he also wanted to promote visible union and explicit agreement among God's people for this one purpose: to encourage God's people to what he called extraordinary prayer. Prayer that goes above and beyond our routine and ordinary prayers, which are very important. But he felt, as the organizers of this global prayer for revival feel, he felt that it was important to have these seasons of extraordinary prayer for the revival of religion and the advancement of Christ's kingdom on earth. And I would encourage you, friends, if you are bothered in any way by what you are seeing in the society and how it is creeping in even into the church with some of its ideologies and worldliness, and then how you see it affecting your own family, I would encourage you, friends, to join in any effort, certainly this effort, but in any effort to gather with God's people, to cry out to God in heaven. So for this particular global prayer for revival, October 3rd and 4th, by all means, participate and join in this concert of prayer to God. But don't let it stop there. Keep crying out to the Lord. Give him no rest, as Isaiah 62 verse 7 says, until he rain righteousness upon the earth. If my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray, seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven. God bless you.